getting ready to go get some landscape shots of the desert bar, which if you don't know, they're literally are bars in the middle of the desert. You have to take a dirt road to get out there. This dirt road isn't too long, but it's a little bit longer, I'd say, probably than the bunker bar.
Yeah.
It's a, did I say longer or shorter?
Longer.
Longer.
It is longer.
Yeah. It's a little bit longer than going out to the bunker bar, which is on the other side of town. It's a really neat drive, especially if it's raining and you can go through mud. But the Arizona Coastal Life magazine in town wants us to get a scenic photo for the front of the magazine. So I'm taking that as an opportunity to get some landscape shots too. So I'm not sure what it's going to look like at high noon, but we're gonna see. So today's a little different. Usually I wouldn't really bother putting on makeup to go take landscape photos, but because the desert bar is a little bit further out there and I have a photo shoot of cute little baby at 5 and then teaching dance at 6, I have to be ready for all of that too. So I'm getting ready now so that hopefully I'll get getting ready by the time we're done and we don't have to worry about rushing with the photos or anything. So I'm going to try this new foundation that I found, well, my mom found, that's supposed to be 24 hours and waterproof. That's Infallible L'Oreal. Not sure how I'm going to like it because I typically wear a very light foundation. This is not a makeup tutorial, but if you're out shooting and have to be somewhere at the end of the day, it might be good to know. So we're going to see how this works. I do like the matte look. That is one of my favorite things because I do not like looking glossy. That's kind of a printing term. Glossy print. Yeah, it's not looking too cakey, but I think the loose brush is helping. So that's good because it's kind of no going back. At least for me, because I'm not going to take it all off and put it all on again. Too much work. You can still see this video later. It's not really bright. Between hair and makeup. Still have to do my bangs, but it's a good time. anti-stink paste. Boom. It works. Smell goodness. It's nice. Finally done with that. Onward. I got the boots for now, the boots for later. And no, the terrain isn't that crazy. It's pretty flat for the most part, especially because it's a family-friendly, like, restaurant bar thing. So that's why I can get away with those boots and not hiking boots. And shirt for later. Boom. Bag check. I've got my wide angle. I've got my 35. I got my 100mm, which I think I want for photos later. Get close in on baby's feet. And then I got my 600, which I'm excited to use because it's my newest edition. Of course, after we finished getting ready, we got Starbucks, well, hot cocoa, and headed on our way. The trip to Parker, or right outside of Parker, is only about 30 minutes, and on this dirt road it really only took us another 30 minutes. That would honestly be a faster drive for someone like my boyfriend, who isn't afraid to take those dips and bumps really fast. I think he got us out there in like 15 to 20 minutes. But overall, not a bad drive. As you can see, there's a car driving on that road. And then, of course, you have the trucks, the Jeeps, and up here a little bit, there's going to be a couple RZRs or Can-Ams, which I definitely want to try one day because that looks like a lot of fun. But if you're wondering about what all you can get out there, when we got to the desert bar, we saw a smart car and some pretty small cars that made it out there, and they seem to be pretty intact. There's the RZRs, they're so cool. But yeah, and then there was somebody on a Harley. So up here you see that we're coming up to the desert bar, and they are only open a certain time of the year, and they're only open Saturdays and Sundays when they are open, and they go like noon to 6 p.m. or something like that. But it's really cool, and there's a bunch of stuff to see there that they just kind of add special touches to, which I thought was really cool, and especially having literally just desert everywhere. So we just got here and they open at noon. It's like noon right now. The issue that I might have with these photos is that high noon might not be the best, and there's no cactus out here. So we're going to see what I can actually get. I'm honestly not sure, but we're going to walk around and find out.
Yes.
Being that I have already been to the desert bar and have kind of seen the different things, I climbed up this mountain to try to get a scenic view, since that's what the newspaper was wanting for a possible cover for their magazine. So I ended up getting something that I think might work for the newspaper and for a landscape shot for me. Still looking into that. Of course, I submitted the photos to the newspaper, but I also think that I like the scenic stuff, but still not exactly what I would have wanted. You can also see a lot of the desert bar from that mountain, and I think that that's kind of what the newspaper was wanting, with the scenic of the mountains and being able to see the restaurant and everybody there. This hill was a little sketchy to walk down because there was loose gravel, so I'm going very slowly. Oh, this is where I see the lizard. It was so cute, I had to get some pictures of it, and who knows, maybe they might want to use a picture in the magazine, but it had a blue tail, so of course I had to take pictures of it. Look at it, it's so cute. But I ended up going up this other hill or mountain, whatever you want to call it, to try to get another angle of the desert bar with all the seating and people. This side had more cars that you could see than desert, so it wasn't ideal, but I did get some just in case. So we're finished up at the desert bar, and I'm not quite sure what necessarily I got. I might have gotten some pretty cool things depending upon the shadows and climbing up one of the hills that I did. And I was able to get kind of bird's eye view, which is a little different and unique, which would be good, but it was definitely a test to my abilities. So now we are going home, and I might even actually have time to look at the photos before the other stuff tonight, so that'd be good. Stay tuned. I'm back, finally. After taking a look at the pictures from the desert bar, I found some favorites that I like. So I found several that I think will work, or a handful, not really several. I got some of the structure there that looks like a church structure, but that one's always cool, and it's the eye catcher for the desert bar. So I got some different ones of that I liked. One of my favorites from the bigger mountain that I climbed was a shot where I got the road coming in to the desert bar and a little bit of the desert bar at the bottom, and the mountains and the scenery and stuff. I think that's going to be possibly the winner if they're going to choose anything. At least that's my favorite as a photographer, artist, whatever. And then I ended up getting this shot of the mountain scenery, just plain mountains for what looks like miles. And I do like it better black and white. I went back and forth between the color and the black and white, but I definitely prefer the black and white because it's got a very Ansel Adams feel to it, and I love Ansel Adams. He is a photographer I look up to for sure. Yeah, so it wasn't all of us. I like the stuff that I got, and I like the dimension of the shadows, but I would definitely like to go back at a time the weather is a little more ideal and it's not noon. As for the landscape shot that I got, the black and white, that piece is for sale on my online gallery. If you guys want to go look at that, then I will put the link in the description below so that you can take a look and see if that's something that you would like. But yeah, until the next adventure, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell notification so that you can be updated for the next adventure. Until next time, much love.